In fact, Maya Angelou said, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. And I think that that's true. So exercise that muscle by writing and writing different things and by trying to come up with stories and things. I attended a writing seminar with Terry Brooks in 2008, and he explained it this way. He said, writing a book is like laying tile. It can be tedious, back-breaking work, but it takes consistent effort to finish tiling a kitchen or a bathroom. In the same way, you need to dedicate specific blocks of time for creative work and not just wait for the enthusiasm to strike you. So before I became a full-time author, so I just kind of want you to envision this. So I had a full-time job at Intel. I was a leader of a congregation in my church, so I had 300 people that I was responsible for, 5 children in school, okay? And yet my passion, my dream from high school had always been a writer. So to squeeze that into a very busy and very intense life, I made the goal that I will write 1 chapter a week. And I chose Wednesday nights from 7 to 10 p.m. And I would use my commuting time to Intel to help come up with, that's when I'd be using my brain to think about what's going to be in the next chapter. So that way, when it was time to write, that I had already kind of fleshed through what's going to happen, who's going to be in the scene, how am I going to do it, so that during that block of time from 7 to 10, I would write and I would do that. And that night was like, it was untouchable. It's like, that is when I did it. I would close the door of the den and my wife would put the kids to bed that night, right? And it's like, that's when I'm going to do it. And I really tried to keep that. My schedule right now is I write 3 chapters a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now, I was flying here yesterday, so I wrote my Friday chapter on Thursday. Nobody barked at me and told me that was wrong, but I still did my 3 chapters this week, knowing I was going to be at a conference this week. I usually write it in the mornings because that's when I'm the freshest. That's when my brain is working the best. But Wednesday night at 7, that was the only time I had, right? Where I could be like, I don't have any other commitments, and that's when I can do it. And that's where I could carve out what that time would be like. And I would do my edits, of previous material, answer emails or whatever. Rain, shine, snow, Christmas, New Year's, it didn't matter. I always kept that schedule to be able to have that. And I've been able, like I said, write 3 to 4 books a year to be able to keep up with that pace.